Hello students, lecture 45, summary of civics chapter 6, that is political parties. In summary, we will discuss about the meaning of political parties, components of political parties, need of political parties, functions of political parties, types of political parties, democracies based on political parties, then challenges to political parties and political parties reforms. So the first article is meaning of political party. Political party is a group of people who come together to contest elections and share power after winning the elections. That is the meaning of political party. Second article is component of political parties. Political parties have three components. One is the leaders, second is the active followers, and third active members, and third is the followers. Leaders who make policy programs and procedure to be followed. Active members, they participate in propagating all these programs and reaching to the common man, and followers are the voters who make the political party to win the elections. Next article is need of political parties. In democracies, political parties are needed, that there should be something to be elected. There should be someone who can take a decision, policy programs, who can make government and run the government as per constitutional parameters. So this is the need of political parties. Next article is functions of political parties. Political parties functions are in different modes. First one, political parties contest elections and tend to win elections, and after winning elections they take part in making and forming government. Second is political parties make that is policy programs for the country and run it, and political parties also make the mechanism simpler and easier for a common man and access to the common man, the government machinery, access to the government man. Another function is that political parties take the public opinion after discussing with them time and again, and accordingly they work. Next function of political parties is that once elections are over and result is declared, then parties are divided into two groups. That is the parties who won elections and the parties who lose elections. So parties that who won elections, they are called ruling parties, and parties that lost election, they are called opposition party. So ruling party makes policy program, make government and run it as per constitutional parameter. Political parties which are ruling, they make policy programs and implement it, and then the parties which have lost elections, they are called opposition parties. So opposition parties keep a watchdog on the ruling parties, and they keep reminding them about the promises done to the public before elections, and also they remind the public about the promises and keep pressure on ruling parties. It is in democracies it is said that if opposition is strong, then ruling parties are stronger, and if opposition is weak, then the ruling party is also weaker. So these are the functions, this important article of this functions of political parties. Next article is the types of political parties. Actually, on the basis of their contesting elections, political parties in different democracies are categorized into two groups. One is the national political party, and second is the political parties for regional area or the state. Now the national political party. National political party is a party which contest elections in, we are talking about India, which contest elections for the Lok Sabha, wins 6% of the total valid votes and 4 seats in Lok Sabha elections is recognized as a national political party by the Election Commission. On the other hand, state party is that which contest elections for state legislative assembly elections, wins over 6% of the total votes in a particular state and 2 seats in that state elections are categorized as state or regional political parties. In India at present there are 7 national political parties. The first one is All India Trinamool Congress. The party was formed in 1998 and at present Mamata Banerjee is the party leader. It has its roots in West Bengal and in other eastern states. Next is BSP, Bahujan Samaj Party. The party was formed in 1984 under the leadership of Kansi Ram and at present Mayawati is the party leader. Party has its roots in Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. Next is Indian National Congress, or popularly known as Congress Party. This party was formed in 1885 by A.O. Hume and other Congress leaders. Sorry. This is the oldest party in India. This party is in opposition at present and under the leadership of Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and other Gandhi family. This party started its journey after independence and is one of the longest ruled party in India, but at present it is in opposition. Next is CPI, Communist Party of India. This is the second oldest party in India and it has its roots in Maharashtra and some other western states. And CPIM, Communist Party of India, Marxist. After a conflict between CPI members on some ideology, there was a split in this party and in 1964, Communist Party of India, Marxist was formed. It has their ideology, still their ideology is very narrow and they follow the Marxism, Leninism and that is they oppose communalism and other democratic features are followed by CPI and CPIM. Next is the BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party was formed in 1980 after Bharatiya Jan Sangh was revived and this party was formed. At present this party is the ruling party and Shri Narendra Modi is the emerging party leader and our Prime Minister. The last political party is NCP, Nationalist Congress Party. This party was formed in 1985 and at present the party leader is Sharad Pawar. It has its roots in Maharashtra, Karnataka and some other western states. Regarding regional state parties, there are more than 750 political parties registered with Election Commission, but a few, about 200 political parties are actively taking part in elections and working as per constitution in India. Next is the democracy is based on political parties. Democracy can be described based on political parties as one party democracy, that is China, two party democracy, that is America and Britain, and multi-party democracy, that is India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Belgium, etc. are the examples of one party, two party and multi-party democracies. Next is challenges to political parties. Nowadays political parties are facing many challenges. One such first challenge is that is lack of internal democracies, that parties do not have their record registers, they do not hold their internal organizational meetings. A common worker is not allowed to take part in their organizational meetings. Rather, the common man does not know what is going to happen inside the party. It is called lack of internal democracy. Second is dynastic succession. Dynastic succession is one of the ever increasing challenge in political parties. In many political parties, the top party posts are held by the members of one family only, and there are many such political parties. It is not that there are no good other members, but as a trend, as a tradition, only members from one family are emerging again and again, and they are holding all the powers of the political party at top levels. Third is challenge of money and muscle power. Money and muscle power is also a never ending and one of the biggest challenge for the political parties. Large and established political parties have large money, and many times they give ticket to the people, those who are having criminal connections, and to influence voters and other candidates. This is one of the biggest challenge to political parties in the present day democracies: money and muscle. Then next challenge is lack of meaningful choice. Many political parties do not provide meaningful choice to the voters. Conservative Party and Labour Party of America and in Britain, these parties, is a two-party system. They have very little ideology differences. In India also, in the economic field, political parties are having less or more similar ideologies. So common voter is not getting clear-cut mandate or choice about the political parties. Next is political parties reform. How to correct these challenges faced by the political parties? There are various ways, that is legal ways, election commission, reforms by a common man. In legal ways, constitution is amended many a times, like changing of party. Many candidates, after winning elections but their party fails, then they change party and join some other groups for the benefit of power. So in such case, Supreme Court has passed a law and made it clear that in this case, if candidate is changing its party, candidate will lose its post and no more it can be done. So in this regard, but these laws are not effectively followed. So then another election commission also passed an order that a candidate and a party will file an affidavit before elections for declaring their property, assets, or any criminal case pending against them. So in a case, if a candidate is having any case pending against, then that candidate is not allowed to take part in elections or not to be given ticket. So these are some election commission. And the last one is by the common man, reforms by the common man. Knowing the challenges, then the educated and strong mind people should join politics, and they should come towards reforming all those things. As a voter, we can do this reform by complaining, by launching agitations against such political party or candidates, by strikes, or by deciding into elections by not giving votes. So these are some forms of reform, political reform. So political party challenges and political party reforms are the most important articles of this chapter. So that's all from this chapter. Thank you very much. Keep on watching the videos.